Hi everyone. Are you in a relationship where you get text upon text? It doesn't matter how abusive it is from your partner. You can't put the phone down. You have to hear what they're saying. You can't take a rest from it. Pretty much you'd be driving and you even find yourself picking your phone up just to know what they said. Texting. I've seen someone text while they're driving because they just could not let it go. These kind of people, and people are really abused. It's so far down the track that in abuse that they don't know what's up or down. They don't know how to get out of it. They could not even fathom turning their phone off because the love spiking of up and down and up and down and up and down is just so high. And usually, these people haven't, I'd say women really, haven't had the best of upbringings in the way of picking the right partner. And that's not always, like, as I said, like, I don't want people to think that I'm just saying that this is, it's one Pacific people. I'm just giving you an idea. And the thing is that what I want to talk to you about is how to untangle yourself. How to, you think you're in love, but it's insanity, right? So I want you to stop for a second. Give yourself permission just to stand still, like it's okay, and be honest with yourself. Look at your texts. It happens all day long. Whenever it happens, it's all the same thing. It's giving you that up, down, this love spiking. So basically, you're, texting. It's bad. You're never going to win. So it's all just abuse. And then you find yourself, you still have to read it. You still have to know. But if you really want to get out of it, I'm not telling you to leave. I'm not trying to stop you and say, hey, you have to leave this person, because you're not going to. I'm just trying to teach you that you can stop for a second and you can try to untangle yourself slowly while staying with the person, so you don't have to have that anxiety of that, oh my goodness, if I do this, I'm going to have to leave. No, I'm not talking about that. This could take you 2 years to leave somebody. I mean, of course, if you're, feel like you're in danger of dying, I advise you to leave straight away. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, I'll pause this for the dog. Yes, I'm talking about how to unpluck yourself, while being with somebody. So practice it in small doses. So when it comes down to your phone, and you have all these abuses messages, and you are doing the same thing back, just trying to, prove that you're not what they say. What I want you to do is just 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. Put it on silent or block it, because you can block, and you won't even know what they said. Practice it. Just practice it for 10 minutes, because you're in such abuse mode that you need to know. You need to know it all, but you have to start somewhere. You can't keep going this way. As I said, I'm not telling you to leave the person. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just telling you to put it on pause. Just 10 minutes, block that person, and guess what? You didn't know what they said. Don't tell the person that you're blocking them. Just that the texts won't come through and you wouldn't know. And so that gives you a food, as I said, food for thought. You actually turn around and go, well, I don't know what he said. And that's just it. And then what you do is practice it for half an hour, get bigger and bigger and bigger. And you still don't know what he said. And don't ask, because you know what? You know deep down. It's the same thing as it was last month. It's the same thing as last week. It was the same thing as yesterday, just abuse. And you never won that argument either. So what you're signing up for, what you're doing over and over and over and over and over again, is just getting just eaten alive, right? There's nothing left of you emotionally, So as I said, getting back to this untangling, I really want you to, next step would be to untangle, would be to, as I said, sit there and you don't have to actually argue. You're never going to win it, right? So it's actually what people call them narcissists, and like it's a that word narcissist. Everybody's over that word. They go, oh, he's just a narcissist. Narcissist. It just takes away this this kind of behavior from a person. But I want you next to pretty much watch, and if you're in a new relationship, honestly, if you see someone saying things but they're not doing them, run as quick as you can before you get stuck. I mean, that would be the number one thing I would say, is run before it even starts. But you won't. Not being rude. I'm not being rude. Some women like this, they just haven't been given the tools, so they will sort of go, oh, he didn't mean that. Oh, he didn't. Oh, that kind of thing. Oh, he didn't mean it. Oh, or that was probably the first time he's ever done that. All those. We all try to fix. So, as I said, the next thing I want to do is basically, I want you to sit there, and I don't want you to argue. I want you to watch what the man's doing, watch what he's doing, and what he's saying. So then you can actually go to yourself, I'm not crazy. This person's saying one thing, like, I love you, or this, or this, and this, and then he's abusing me. So, and I'm finding, and you go, I'm finding, trying to actually convince this person that I love them, or this or that, and you're always trying to convince of how loyal you are, or how whatever you are. As I said to you, watch what they do, and sit there and go. Do not use the heart, use the head. So when you're sitting there watching what they do, practice it every day. I want you to practice it 3 times a day for 15 minutes, or for three arguments, or for 3 parts of ignoring you, or for 3 parts of whatever it is. I want you to, because sometimes they're just so quiet, they're punishing you, right? So whatever it is, I want you to practice what they say or what they're doing. Right? So what they say and what they do are 2 different things. And then you go, okay, this person doesn't love me. It's all a game. It's all just punishment. This person's just out to punish the person they love. It's all control. It's all, a bad upbringing by that person. Or even if it's not a bad upbringing, it's got to do with genes, or, past things. But more likely, bad upbringing, watched really bad things, and a lot of people have stepdads that are abusive. There's a lot of things that could be, but the point is that I really, really want you to watch what he says and what he does. And then, as I said, the other thing too is I want you to practice about this texting. I want you to be able to block a person for an hour and then let it go. Let it go. You don't need to know how much of a pig you are if they're texting you the most vile things. You've already heard all the names. And as I said to you, I know you're going to go like, oh goodness me, it doesn't matter what they call you. You're going to still read it because you want to know, and you're still going to text like a crazy person, even though you go, I'm so over it, but you just don't know how to get out of it. The step is, as I said, start blocking for 10 minutes, then going up for half an hour, not trying to find out what he said beforehand. And when later on it comes up that he said something, you didn't even know. So, I don't remember. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. This is going to get, this. It goes on and on and on and on. It never gets better. You're never going to prove your love or your loyalty or whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing. It's insanity. It's real insanity. And after a while, you feel like you've got brain damage. You're just in a really, really bad way. You're just existing, and I really don't want you to live like that. So as I said to you, we'll talk a bit more in another video on abused women and how to leave. But it is really about it's like this, you're all entangled, it's all inside you, and you're trying to, because this person has gotten inside you, and you have, as I said, had no tools to even run when they first come along, you have let them in there, and you have to pull out bit by bit by bit by bit. It's like, have you done 1,000 knots, and you can't do it all in one go. You have to have patience. So as I said, like you practice your blocking them on the phone, so then you can learn that it doesn't matter anymore. You can learn that you can make your way to leave, but you don't have to leave. Don't get that anxiety going, but you can see that you don't really like this anymore, and you've got power, and you can, as I said, you can leave down the road, but get yourself ready so that, when you do leave, you're not going back.